All right, day 3 of Sonic Temple Art and Music Fest. Morgan and Mercedes from Kittie.
Whee!
What? You guys played your set earlier, and it is hot as balls. How does your makeup survive? I want to know. I can't even keep chapstick on my mouth.
So I am a firm believer in like staying powder, like the sticky powder that you put on your face, or like a setting spray. Yes. Also, I do tend to buy makeup that doesn't move.
Yeah, you got to buy the stick-on stuff. MAC Compact, the Studio Fix, that helps.
I need that because you are neither sweating at all. You are just all composed.
I'll take it.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Well, I'm over here. I'm like, I really want to. I hugged you, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I think that's a good idea.
I'm definitely sweating in my armpits. So at least honestly, there's sweaty parts, just not my face.
Just not my face, please. So Sonic Temple is kind of another one of those big returns. Kittie, when the Blitz came out, Kittie came along, and then you guys kind of took a break, and now you're back with new music.
Yeah.
So tell me kind of about the process of what happened. You guys were out rocking balls. We were just actually talking about Ozfest. Mm-hmm. You might have been one of the last bands to open right before Pantera at Ozfest.
Yeah.
And that was like in 2000, I think.
Yep, it sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the thought of that now, as we look back, how do you kind of feel about that? I mean, and that band is headlining tonight, so I assume you're sticking around.
Yes, we absolutely are.
But the experience of that then and now, as you look back.
Oh gosh, it's such a big question. I mean, we did this for so long, and what was it, like about 13-ish years ago? We decided that things just didn't feel right anymore. We were tired, we were on the road a lot, and, we took a really long break. But it wasn't like we made a big announcement or anything. It was just sort of like we took a step back and sort of slinked back into the shadows. So that's a little bit about, the journey that we've had. But, like, all the stuff we talk about, like Pantera and Ozfest and everything like that, oh, my gosh, like, what a trip down memory lane.
I think it feels really great to be back, too. Like, I'm happy to be here. We're happy to be playing in front of all of these amazing people. It's nice to be back and to be playing again.
Yeah.
Kittie was a band that was female chicks rocking balls, and there weren't very many Kitties or bands of all females. And when you guys came out and started just grinding it helped a lot of other bands. There was like Veruca Salt, you guys made a big statement for women, and now we have Hailstorm and bands like that, and it's just really incredible. You played a big part in that. You really put your boobs out on the line to say so, to make room for women to say we can fucking do this.
Yeah, I mean, at the time, I really don't think that it struck us as something that was as monumental as looking back now it seems to be. But, like, I know that people like Lizzie Hale have cited Kittie as an influence. And I remember we played with Hailstorm very early on.
They were little kids.
Yeah, yes. They were very, very young. And it's amazing to see women like that, hold power in the industry in that way. And, like, we're all for it. We slugged it out and did it for everyone.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And when you stand in front of all these people, do you feel like the women in the crowd are just really like fists up? I mean, do you feel that special vibe? And the guys too. I mean, but mostly women, I think. I vibe off of it, and it makes me just go, God, they're so cool. Like, that's amazing.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, I can see that others see the power in it, know? I mean, and there's, like, the girls out in the pit holding the girl pit sign today when we were playing, and we were like, this is amazing. Yeah, I mean, we're there to. We hope our music empowers everyone.
Yeah.
And you know, women especially, and we're happy. We're happy for it.
So I was looking because I couldn't remember. We Are Shadows.
Yes.
That song was just given to me like a day and a half ago.
Oh.
From your rep, and he goes, "You have to listen to this." I listened to that. It is freaking so good.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it.
I mean, oh my God. I go, oh my God, Kittie's back. This is so great. So coming out of kind of some time away, and then you move into writing new music with each other, how has the process changed or the same? And how did you get to the lyrics of this song? Because it is so good.
Thank you. Well,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, I don't know. Our process has kind of always been the same. Like Mercedes and I have been playing together since we were 12 and 14 years old. And like at the very core of Kittie, it's just us like jamming in the living room. You know, that's kind of what we do, you know, with the basement or the living room, no matter where it is.
Yeah, it's moved obviously away from mom and dad's house, but we right now are jamming in my living room. So, but yeah, that's the way. Yeah, we wrote this record a little different. Ivy and Tara were, we had a Dropbox. We were recording things and riff ideas and passing them back and forth, which was kind of nice. And then, which we've never done really any of that before, but then Morgan and I would piece things together and then kind of take it from there. So a little different, but really at the core of it, it's still us jamming.
Yeah.
And you eventually got to a place where you were all in the same room, and then it just felt right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, always
Absolutely.
does.
Yes.
Always does.
Getting back into it. When you guys were off for a while, what were you doing with your time? What were you into?
I was in a bunch of bands. Tara was playing a bunch. Ivy started a family.
Yeah, I played in some bands as well. Like we all stayed very connected to music. I think it's kind of just in our blood, in our core. But also doing regular people things, I guess too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Being adults.
Yeah, paying your bills and stuff.
Oh, I hate that.
I know, boo.
Nobody likes that.
I hate that. Take my money, please.
Wow.
Do you guys have automatic withdrawal on some of your stuff, or do you do the thing like I do where I actually call and do it all over my phone?
Oh no, yeah, I do like an automatic withdrawal. Like I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Sometimes I pay bills, not all of them, but a few. I actually do it on my phone, and I go through that automation thing, and my husband laughs because I go, "Just take my fucking money." It's insane.
It's funny.
So when you guys are out and about and you decide that you want to go, I don't know, to a restaurant. I've been asking people this. I think it's because I have a sweet tooth right now. So I've been asking everybody, and I'm not going to tell you what other people have said because I don't want to influence your thought.
Okay.
When you go to a restaurant, you order dinner and you order a dessert.
Mm-hmm.
What is your dessert?
Oh.
Well, you go first.
Well, yeah. So it's usually going to be something like, it depends on what's on the menu, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm a baker. I love baking. So a lot of times, like the kind of baked goods that you get at restaurants are just not going to be as good as what you make at home. But if they have a creme brulee, because I'm clearly an old lady, if they have a creme brulee, I'm going for it.
Yes.
I love a good creme brulee, or like a flan or something like that.
That is very familiar to someone else that spoke from Flat Black. He said the same thing. He said creme brulee and flan. And I said, it's the fire.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
The, when you burn the top of it, it's all crunchy.
It's the burnt. I like burnt cheese. I like burnt sugar. I like it all.
Oh, like marshmallows on a fire.
Yeah.
Burn it and then eat it. It's like taffy kind of.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And what is your choice of dessert?
Oh gosh, so I have this life conundrum that I'm actually allergic to eggs.
Oh, no.
So everything that is dessert and baked typically has eggs in it. So I'm actually not a dessert person.
Oh no.
Usually I'm I'll have the sorbet because that's the only thing that I can usually have.
Sorbet is good.
Sorbet is okay. It's all right. Sometimes an ice cream. Sometimes if there's no eggs in it, but a lot of cakes, cookies, creme brulee, custard, all of that all has eggs, and I just can't. I'm allergic. I can't eat it. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Sorbet is a good choice. Brandon from Atreyu said sorbet first.
Oh well,
And-
then
and-
I feel that.
He's okay.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
But then he followed up. He goes, But if they have a big ass tall carrot cake, I'm getting the carrot cake. But he said sorbet first.
Okay,
okay.
all right.
Yes.
I don't know. He might be fired.
So funny. Okay, so when you guys are out and about and you're writing music and you're amongst friends or family or crowds or wherever, is there something out there in your day that inspires you? What was the last thing you saw or witnessed or felt or whatever, heard, that made you think, God, I need to write about that? What is something that might have fired your brain off to think I need to fit that into a song somehow?
Wow. I mean, I don't know. That's a tough question. Like, recently I have been having a lot of thoughts about, some of these shows and just looking out there in the crowd and seeing all these people and, just really being appreciative of this opportunity that we have in the second chance. And, not like we tend to write too sentimental songs, but like there are deep feelings there of the appreciation of the people that are showing up for when we're here with our second coming. And so I've been thinking a lot about that, and I think that that's an inspiring thing to maybe touch on in the future.
Ooh, new song ideas,
Yeah.
Morgan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. And how do you feel? Is there something recently that has inspired you that you've witnessed, or something that kind of made you think maybe that's something we should address in a song, or just write about? Maybe
I am just so floored with the response of. You can obviously tell that we absolutely adore our fans.
Yeah, you do. It's very obvious.
Well, I feel like for me personally, like I'm just floored by the response that we've been getting, and I'm just so happy to be able to play music again for everyone that likes our band, and maybe even some people that don't like our band at these festivals. It just makes me happy, you know what I mean? Like, I'm happy to be able to step out there because, there was a time when I wasn't able to do that. So I just feel so privileged and honored to be able to play music.
That influence right there.
Yep.
Oh,
There.
I'll be excited to hear what might be even coming beyond now. Okay, so if you could like step back in time, an album that was recorded, is there one that stands out to you that you wish you could have been there during the recording and maybe even perhaps been a part of? Like and it could be anything.
I would have been at the recording of Injustice for All and been like, why did you do that to the bass?
Yeah, I can back that.
Same thing.
Yeah.
All right. So it wouldn't be you would want to be on it or a part of it. You'd want to go, don't fucking do that to the bass,
Yeah,
man.
Why would you do that, man?
Well, I'm so happy for you to be here. Thank you for your time. And I'm so glad that you are back and you are full force, full send all day. Morgan and Mercedes from Kittie, keep your eyes peeled because they are back and they are roaring and all that stuff. So thank you again for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
you, ladies.
We're
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thanks.
Sonic Temple, Day 3 with your rock station 99.7 The Blitz.